Hey guys, it's Jenna. So in today's video, as you all can see, if you guys saw my last video, which was my vlog, I am here with Mary still.
Hello.
And she's staying with me for the weekend, as you guys probably saw in the last vlog. And if you guys not see the vlog,
go check it out.
My little plug for you guys to all go check that out. Let me know that you came from the collab video. And
this is so confusing because we're filming like 4 videos at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I'm just all over the place.
Yeah, we're just filming a ton this weekend, and we've been terrible vloggers also. But besides the point, this video, we're going to be reacting to all your guys' embarrassing, scary, weird school stories. And I asked you guys on Instagram to send me in your stories and to make them interesting and just let me know like your embarrassing stories.
I'm really excited for this, actually.
Same. So we got a ton of freaking stories that we got to go through. Go back and forth reading them, so I'll read the first one and then you read the next one, okay? Everyone, by the way, I'm gonna be very focused reading because I'm gonna read it word for word, so if it doesn't make sense, then you know why. In middle school, I was about 5'5". On the BMI scale, I was obese, and for a boy, I had bangs that fell halfway past my forehead. In 6th grade, I decided I wanted to work in the school cafeteria as a lunch helper simply because they got lunch earlier, and they got lunch second afterwards. I went into work for my little shift one day, and the 2 options for lunch that day were bean and cheese burritos, or peanut butter and jelly. For my early lunch, I chose a burrito with 2 cartons of milk. After a couple hours of serving my fellow classmate lunches, it was finally time for me to go out and have my final minutes before the bell rang. And of course, to have a second burrito, and 2 more cartons of chocolate milk. Class after that meal period was language arts with my very anal, bald, and unfair. As the bell rang and class started, I noticed that the student behind me was absent, so I decided to move seats and sit in the chair behind me. During the period, I slowly put one foot after another into the seat in front of me so that I could basically stretch out and sit up for the rest of class. Little by little, I started to slide down, and suddenly I slid all the way down and fell out of my chair. The force against my back and when I fell the force against my back when I fell caused me to loudly fart in the middle of work period, and of the classroom erupted into laughter. My teacher wasn't amused and issued me a referral because he was just assumed I did it on purpose for attention. What the heck? 10 years later, I found out that I'm actually highly lactose intolerant and that cheese and milk are not a good combo. Okay, that's actually really funny.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of something that happened to me that I'm going to tell at the end, but it's so funny.
If I was in this situation though, I would have had very high anxiety.
Alright, so here's the story. I was given an English presentation assignment. I had to discuss with the class about a short story we had to read. And the final night before I had to present, I somehow thought that this presentation was for French class. This is already bad. So I spent a couple hours preparing the whole thing in French. I got to school the next day and I started doing my presentation in the wrong language. I speak so many languages, so that would literally happen to me. My teacher didn't stop me, and when I finished, one of my friends in the class reminded me that this was English class. The entire class pissed themselves laughing, but I ended up having to redo the whole thing in English the next day. It's not like you were unprepared or the person was unprepared. They just like had it in the wrong language.
Yeah, and the teacher probably didn't even understand you too. So I'll just read it for word for word. So I saw Lauren at the beginning of the school day, and we saw her jeans had a random stray of thread come loose, and that sometimes happens with clothes you don't normally think too much about. You either pull it off or cut it off to take it off. Lauren pulled it when we pointed it out, and it was just a random thread that came loose.
I already know where this is going.
Yeah. Saw Lauren running down the hall toward us, literally holding the leg of her pants because her pants were literally falling apart. Why is that something that would happen to me in like middle school? The one thread that came unraveled when she pulled it off, it ended up tearing her jeans more. Her pants were literally starting to fall off her body. Spare was going to end up in a few minutes, so everyone was going to be leaving their classes soon, and none of us had spare clothes. The only other person in the hallway was the guy Lauren had a crush on, and she had to ask Derek if he had any spare clothes, and all he had were his dirty gym shorts. Ew! Okay, no. I would have just gone home at that point. And she literally didn't have any other alternative, so she went with the rest of the day wearing that. That'd be so embarrassing. Oh my god. If you had to wear some guy's dirty gym shorts.
Your crush's gym shorts.
Ew.
Okay, so in high school we had this one history teacher, Mr. M, and he was like the cool teacher. He let you eat in class and listen to music when you were doing self-work in class, but he was stricter when it came to lectures. He never let us obviously listen to music when he was teaching, so I was dumb and I was listening to the 50 Shades of Grey audiobook. No.
Oh gosh.
And he started his lesson and I wanted to continue listening, so I wrapped my headphones around my ears so you couldn't see it and I could continue listening to it in class. I thought it was weird because I couldn't really hear it, so I kept turning up the volume gradually. Oh my god! Because I still couldn't hear it, and then I realized everyone in class was starting to turn back to stare at me, including Mr. M, and I realized I didn't connect my headphones in properly, so when I kept turning up the volume, everyone in class was listening to the audio of the music. Oh my gosh!
So the headphones weren't even plugged in.
Oh my god. The teacher was unimpressed with the fact I tried to listen to an audiobook during his lecture but still laughed. Okay, if your teacher laughed, like, you're so lucky. If it were me, I would have been
embarrassing, like in the class. If that were to happen to me and I was listening to an audiobook, and like 50 Shades of Grey is very very inappropriate. For those who don't know, if you guys have never read it, I've never read it before, I just know it's inappropriate. Yeah. Me and my soccer team was just finishing up after a soccer match. When we got back to the locker room, I went to go take a shower and I put my clothes on the shower door outside. Then when I finished, I looked outside and my clothes weren't there. So then I went into the locker room and everyone stood there laughing at me. Someone was standing there with my clothes and then he ran out of the locker room, so I chased him in class, just was finished, so everyone was just looking at me and laughing. So did he only have a towel? Like, or did he have
I feel like he was just running naked around school.
Okay, if it was like around school, I would think he had like a towel or something, because he wouldn't be fully naked. I would just like, I don't even know, I would just like, I don't know.
Still, that's like my worst fear in school.
I don't even know.
The fact that like the person actually ran after the other.
I would run after him. I would like have someone go get it for me or something.
Yeah, I was in my classroom sitting on my chair when suddenly a girl that was older than me came in and gave us roses. It was Valentine's Day and you buy a rose for someone you like. And everyone in my class got one except me. That was horrible. And my crush got 4 roses. Why is that the story of my life?
No, that actually, okay, I'm gonna give a little short story real quick. Sometime in middle school, I don't remember what it was. I've never been part of that popular group, and usually all the popular kids would like send each other roses so it would look like they would get more. Everyone knew what they were doing. Sad. Yeah, I was in a class, all the freaking popular kids. I'm sitting in class, and similar story, like one of the ambassadors comes in and gives out roses for Valentine's Day. Or they were called carnations actually. So they were giving out carnations because my school couldn't afford roses. They start reading off names and like everyone would like go up and then like they were all like standing in a row thing then. And then I was the only one left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was the only one that did not get a carnation, and they were all like standing up because they were gonna go down to the lunchroom then, like after.
That's so sad.
And so the teacher came up to me afterwards, and she's, hey, do you want to just like come with me? I'm like, sure. I'm pretty sure.
God!
I think that was 6th grade because
I would literally. I
only had like one friend 6th grade.
And then the girl said, by the way, I'm from Germany. Hello.
Oh wait, how do you say hi in German?
Hello.
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 Wie geht's? That was actually good. I'm impressed.
I was in 1st grade and had to use a bathroom. I realized there was no toilet paper in the bathroom, so younger me was like, whatever, I'll survive. But then later that day, I had to use the bathroom again. I went in and saw poop all over my underwear. I decided to just leave it there, and I can imagine how I smelled like. The same day that happened, my class had a swimming class, so I was changing and all the girls in the changing room saw my underwear and were like, ew. I was so embarrassed. So that's my embarrassing story.
There's this one girl in my 1st grade class too, that she literally like, she was too shy, so she didn't want to ask to go to the bathroom. So she literally pooped her pants in the middle of class and then she took it out with her hand. Yeah.
What?
Oh, that reminds me so much of that story.
Okay. Not even kidding you guys, so my sophomore year of high school, okay, this kid was rebelling against the teacher, or like trying to make a statement, because this certain teacher would not let students go to the bathroom. So he literally he got up, went to go ask her to go to the bathroom, and like everyone was recording this too, so there was videos like all over Twitter about it. He went up to teacher twice to ask her to go to the bathroom. She kept saying no, and so he sat back down and literally just peed his pants, and there was just pee all over the chair, all over the floor, just everywhere. Because he just sat there and peed like in his pants, like everywhere.
Sophomore year of high school?
He was a senior. I was a sophomore.
What's wrong with people these days?
Like, I would just leave the room if I had to go to the bathroom. If she kept saying no, I would just leave. I'm pretty sure that teacher got in trouble though, because she wouldn't let him go to the bathroom. But yeah. Anyways, that's all the stories we're gonna be reading for today, but we're gonna give you guys some short stories about our school experience. So Mary, you can go first.
You guys probably don't know this, but I moved to America like at the beginning of last year. So it was during my first week or two of school, and I was in one class where I literally only knew one girl, and she was like my best friend. She still is my best friend. And we're in class, we only knew each other. That specific class had those like tables that connect to the chairs, you know? Someone was sitting on the chair, so I sat on the table. And then like 2 minutes later, I was talking to my friend, and the person who was sitting on the chair stood up, and I literally fell down in front of everyone because everyone was like standing up waiting to go out of class, and then literally like the person stands up to get out of class, and I just fall, and everyone stares at me, and I got so red. My friend was just like laughing in front of me, and I was like, shut up, like this did not just happen to me. So everyone was just looking at me like, what's wrong with her?
No, that's the with me. Like, my anxiety in school is so, this is how it should be, and mine's like all the way up here. People always call me that weird girl that makes videos, so
I don't like the whole popularity thing. So.
Yeah, I hate popularity. I hope everyone watching this too kind of like takes this advice. People that are popular in school usually never turn out as successful in life. Have fake friends for one. The friends that you have, you're probably not gonna have the rest of your life. And also another thing too is if you're that mean popular person, people are gonna remember that after high school, and when you have your high school reunions, like people are gonna not want to talk to you, and then you're just gonna feel like very freaking crappy.
Yeah.
You wanna fit into a stereotype, but really, if you don't fit into any group, that's the best way to go.
Just do you.
Me and Mary are, because we both never fit into a group. Anyways, for my embarrassing story, me being me when I was growing up, I thought when you had headphones in that people, because I would like to sing to the music that I was listening to, and so I would always think like, oh, when I have my headphones in, like no one can hear me. No, I started singing in the middle of class, and I was just like kind of like humming the middle of like people were doing work, and so I was just listening to music, and I don't even remember. I feel like it was something by freaking Shakira or
oh no.
No, it was something by Shakira or Gwen Stefani.
I feel like everyone was just looking at you like,
yeah,
what's wrong with this girl?
So yeah, there's my story for you. I have so many embarrassing school stories though.
I have so many embarrassing stories, just not in school.
I have a lot outside school too. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments if you guys have any other embarrassing stories, because I freaking love reading them, and I'm gonna go through my DMs again later and just read through your guys' stories.
I hope you didn't miss like a really good story.
Yeah, I know. Juicy. If you guys did not check out the video on Mary's channel, make sure you guys all go check it out. Her channel link will be in the description. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you guys head down, go subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a brand new YouTube video. Also, all my social medias will be linked in the description. If you guys want to go check any of them out or follow me, they'll be down there for you. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next video. So, bye. Bye.